strength in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box.
There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's done. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's long. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. It's Clemens. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wildcats are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Looking for a huge play. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. To throw, it's Clemens. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Rolling right and going deep. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Clemens. Caught. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Going to try to get it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. We're through 1, and what a back and forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Back to throw. It's done. Caught behind the line. It's Traylor. Turning it on. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Traylor. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Rush is on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keep slinging it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might be looking to run. On the run deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kentucky trying to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Back to throw, it's done. He'll pull it down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man all by himself. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. From the gun, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. Back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for block. Slips through the line. Got a little room. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Clemens. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Plows through the defense. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Clemens. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got his man on the outside, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the Heat. Wideout trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Got a man, it's Bond. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's done. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UNC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Oh, what a cut! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's done. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He leaves it with his back. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Right down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick pass on the fly motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It'll be a draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for room. It's Traylor. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter. Kentucky
sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to throw on 3rd. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
At this point in the game in the 4th. It is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the toss to the left. Look out, he's got room. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee.